There's bold, and then there's whatever Meghan Markle is doing right now. You'd think walking away from royalty, trashing the monarchy on global television, and jumping headfirst into Hollywood would be enough controversy for one lifetime. But apparently not. Because now insiders are whispering something far more dangerous than headlines or bad PR. They're talking forgery, as in Meghan allegedly faked Prince Harry's signature on legal documents. Multiple times. And if that's true, we're not just in messy drama territory anymore. We're towing the line of full-on criminal behavior. What kind of documents? That's the scary part. Rumors are flying about contracts, deals, maybe even financial paperwork, all stuff that ties back to Harry's name and identity. Things that need his consent. But according to people close to the situation, Meghan didn't wait for consent. She just grabbed a pen and wrote his name like it was hers to use. Some say it's about money, others say it's about power. But whatever the motive, forging your husband's signature? That's not partnership, that's control. And the timing couldn't be worse. Their public image is already on thin ice. The fairy tale story, the prince and the actress breaking free from the royal machine, has been unraveling for a while. Netflix isn't happy. Spotify walked away. The public, they're tired. The documentaries flopped. The podcast died. And now, legal trouble? That's a disaster, because this isn't just bad optics, it's potentially illegal. Fraud-level illegal, and it might just be the final straw for Prince Harry. You can't help but feel for the guy. He gave up everything, his titles, his duties, his family. And why? Because he believed in love. Or at least what he thought was love. But somewhere along the way, things shifted. Meghan went from partner to puppeteer. She wanted control over their public image, their brand, their money, even Harry himself. And now, allegedly, his signature too. That's not a marriage. Harry's not blind, though. People say he looks different now. Not just older, broken. He used to smile like someone who found freedom. Now he walks like someone who lost his footing. He's isolated. No royal backing, no Hollywood clout of his own, and trapped in a storm that just keeps growing darker. And if the forged signature claims are real, he might be realizing something painful. That he's been used from day one. And Meghan, she's not slowing down. Word is, she's already lining things up. Just in case divorce becomes the next headline. Prenups, custody plans, media spin. She's been calculating from the start. And some say this entire saga, from wedding to lawsuits, has been her master plan. That Harry was never the love of her life. He was the launch pad. The sad irony? Meghan claims she ran from the royal family because they silenced her, disrespected her, didn't let her speak her truth. But now it looks like she's the one silencing Harry, controlling the narrative, controlling the paperwork, maybe even controlling the kids. And it's all catching up. The forgery scandal might be the moment where it all crumbles. Because this time, it's not about bad press. It's not about awkward interviews or headlines that fade. This time, it's about the law. And if the law gets involved, the fairy tale ends for real. Prince Harry's world is shrinking fast, and the walls are being painted by Meghan's ambition. Friends close to the couple say he doesn't speak much anymore. Not in meetings, not in strategy calls, not even in casual gatherings. He just shows up, smiles when needed, and fades into the background. Because at this point, everyone knows who's really running the show. Meghan's playbook has always been sharp: position herself as misunderstood, play the outsider, weaponize victimhood, and control the narrative. But when control slips into forging signatures, it crosses a line no PR team can spin. Forgery isn't about miscommunication or mistakes. It's a clear, calculated move. And if the rumors are true, Meghan wasn't just signing Harry's name. She was doing it to seal deals that benefited her directly. He never saw, money he never touched, and decisions he never approved. What's worse, some sources say Harry only found out because a few of the documents made their way to legal desks that asked him for follow-ups. He was confused, embarrassed, and then furious. But in typical Harry fashion, he tried to handle it privately. Until the leak started, and now the fallout is public. Legal teams are circling, investigations are rumored to be underway, and lawyers are being called from both sides. It's not just a marital spat anymore, it's potential fraud, and that changes everything. If proven, Meghan could face real consequences: financial penalties, civil lawsuits, maybe even criminal charges. And Harry? He'd have to decide whether to protect her. Because make no mistake, the legal system won't allow him to play both sides. If his name was forged on financial paperwork or contracts without his consent, he's technically a victim, and victims are expected to cooperate. But here's the brutal part. Meghan's already preparing her next move. Insiders say she's laying the groundwork to spin the story in her favor. That Harry gave verbal consent, that the signatures were rushed decisions, or that she had to act quickly to keep projects alive. The same media machine she once claimed to hate might soon become her only weapon left. Meanwhile, the royal family watches from a distance, and privately they're not shocked. They warned him. Charles, William, even some of the palace aides, they all saw the red flags. But Harry didn't listen. He believed love would fix everything, that Meghan just needed a chance, that the palace was the problem. Now, as legal chaos unfolds and his marriage hangs by a thread, he's being forced to reckon with choices that were dressed as freedom, but might have just been another kind of cage. They want to know how many times Harry's signature shows up where it shouldn't. They want timestamps, witnesses, email chains, because if this goes to court, it won't be a gossip piece, it'll be evidence versus motive. And that's when things get ugly, because Meghan's alleged pattern isn't subtle. Sources say it's always the same. Push a project through, attach Harry's name, reap the benefits. A docuseries here, a donation claim there, a funding agreement that just needed a little royal touch. Nothing too massive at first, just small nudges. But over time, it adds up, and now it's spiraled to the point where investigators are wondering, was this premeditated? Did Meghan plan this from the start? The fallout is devastating. Harry could lose everything, his money, his children, his last shreds of dignity. Custody battles are expected to get vicious. Meghan, who's proven she'll do whatever it takes to win, won't let go of the kids easily. Not because she's maternal, but because their leverage, the royal bloodline in their veins, is currency. And Meghan knows the value of a Windsor surname. Meanwhile, Harry is stuck in the one place he never imagined, a California courtroom, fighting over custody and credibility with the woman he thought he'd found freedom with. He looks tired, not just physically, but soul-level tired. The kind of tired that comes from realizing you gave everything to someone who never saw you as more than a stepping stone. And the public, they're watching this unfold like a slow-motion car crash. The same people who once waved flags at the wedding are now reading court reports. The same fans who defended Meghan's every move are going quiet, their fingers frozen over the retweet button, because even they can't make sense of this. The victim narrative doesn't stick when the victim might be the one holding the pen. This isn't the story Meghan wanted told. She dreamed of being the next Diana, beloved, graceful, tragically misunderstood.